2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The bronze likeness of Lakers great Magic Johnson that can be found just outside the front door of our location today. Now it's headed down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sideline.
Kevin, thanks. Well, among the league's...
Thanks, David. It seems like we're in an era of tandems in the NBA. Teams with at least two great players. Shaq, if you're selecting a pair to start a team with, mix and match however you want, who would you take?
Definitely got to take the Greek Freak, and I'm going to take Luka Doncic. Because they're superstars already, but they're still entering their prime. Give me those two, it's a wrap.
Yeah, for me, Luka, no doubt about it. It'd be interesting to see how those two would play together. I wouldn't mind pairing Luka with a guy like Kawhi, though. That could be kind of interesting.
Luka with anybody would be interesting.
That's a great point.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Irving is out there with Harden. Then it's Joe Harris, and it's Durant, and it's Lopez in at the center. And for the Lakers, Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Lights out there with Anthony Davis, and it's Schroeder in at the point guard position. Harris passes to Durant inside. It's stolen by Davis. And now here's Davis, the fast break opportunity. LeBron's shot is good. So much love for the perimeter offense these days. But Shaq, for your money, who are some of the best back-to-the-basket players that are in the NBA right now?
The list is short, but it's still a very impressive list. Joel Embiid, LaMarcus Aldridge, and Anthony Brown Davis.
Can't argue with any of those.
No, not at all.
We play just over a minute here in the first. Outside Irving. Harden, that's good.
No, the bearded one cannot be intimidated. No matter how much contact Harden takes, he'll still find a way to finish.
The pass to Owens. That one misses. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
And as long as you do that, you put yourself in a good position to win, no matter if you're home or away.
Shaq, every all-time great grows up admiring, emulating those who came before him. Talk about some of those kind of players, your idols, some of the players who made an impact on you.
The first day my father gave me a basketball, he said, son, I know you're going to be big. I want you to memorize 3 names. And he quizzed me on these names: Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Had no idea who Bill was.
Oh! Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. The Nets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Lopez left side. Outside Durant. 6 on the shot clock. And James pulls it down.
Setup's good. That's the shot they're looking for.
Finish!
Run that back. I want to see the replays now. What's up?
You cannot leave someone on LeBron James' team open. You're just asking to get hurt, Kevin.
Shaq, we all know what would happen for you. First ballot Hall of Famer. What's it been like joining that incredible group, that historic company?
Well, I just say I'm both proud and humble, and it's something I couldn't have imagined growing up. And I can remember my first taste of confidence was a guy named Kevin Harlan. I was in Kansas City at the McDonald's All-American game. Nobody really knew who the kid from Texas was. I said, I got to make a name for myself. I took it coast to coast and threw it down. And then I looked at you and you were going crazy. I didn't know what you were saying, but then when I got home, my dad had recorded on VHS in that lovely voice, Shaquille O'Neal, take it. I was like, man, I love that voice. And here we are again. I don't know how many years that is. I don't want to show our age.
It's a long time, isn't it? Yes.
I'm here because of you. Thank you.
Remember, galloping O'Neal down the court.
Yes.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
It's Durant on the wing, guarded by Owens. Here's Harden on the wing. Turned in an outstanding game against Chicago. The shot that time, not on target. And it's the Lakers the other way. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, the crowd didn't seem to faze them at all. They knew what their game plan was and followed it accordingly.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. Marc Gasol's checked in for the Lakers. And the Nets make...
Shaq, you were able to do what many players dream of, which is represent the U.S. on an international level. When you reflect on your time with USA basketball, what stands out?
Well, first of all, I should have been on that 92 team, but that's a different story. We're not going to talk about that.
Didn't they take Christian later?
Yeah, they took Christian
later,
later.
yeah.
But I won a FIBA World Gold in 94. It's a great experience. However, I should have been on the 92 team.
I would
Should have been on the 92 team.
There's no
Should have
doubt
been on the 92 team.
Which team?
92.
Yeah, you should have been
92.
on it. Yeah, 92.
I'm dreaming of 92. I would have been.
Yeah,
No pun intended.
92. So he gets them both. And here is Brown. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Anthony Davis is out there with lights out, and it's Schroeder in at the 1. That's the Laker 5. Harden draws the double. Durant with a wide open look. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Durant's got 5.
And when Durant is looking to score off the catch like that, there isn't a lot you can do as a defender.
Well, Shaq, when you talk with NBA historians, guys that coached against you, former referees, they all say you were the most difficult player to call games for, to referee. This was because there was so much contact back then both ways.
Well, listen, I understand it's hard to find the balance. I don't want to disrespect the referees. They're a vital part of this game. They do a wonderful job. Some say I got away with too much, and others say I got hacked every play.
We did get hacked at every play.
I know, but I don't like to complain.
I think he did get hacked. In all fairness, you did. Well, first of all, you had to hit Shaq harder. You couldn't foul him the way or bump him the way you bump a normal player. You ended up getting hurt more. But he also got away with it.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, lights out in their last game against the Clippers was tremendous. He finished with 47 points, and there was no answer for him all game long. It looked like he got whatever shot he wanted out there. The stat line was filled, and the whole league was talking about it. We'll see what he does for an encore tonight, Kevin.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
I think he will, because he takes being a leader seriously, and it shows in how he approaches things at both ends of the floor.
Brown feeling out a bit. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. A nice shot by KD.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Shaq, thanks for coming by, entertaining as always. Happy to have you on the program. You have an open share anytime you want to join us.
Anytime, Kevin, my pleasure. Whenever you guys need me, just give me a call. If I'm not doing Icy Hot Krispy Kreme or the Journal Insurance, you just give me a call.
Ooh, look at him fly!
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Pass to Harden. Shoots over Schroeder. Harden can't hit.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass is... Did you see that? My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Lopez up top. There's 38 seconds left to play here in the half. Harden finds Brown. rebound, the Lakers. Here's Owen.
Oh, see that?
Sublime stuff, guys. Absolutely sublime.
Agreed. He's going to start putting on a show now. Harden with it. He's got 9. Pass to Brown. Right wing. 1 second left. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Lakers ahead. They lead by 11. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Contavious, you guys came out with...
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been one outstanding game from lights out.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Yeah, I mean, showing that tenacity both mentally and physically.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Joe Harris. Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's KD in at the power forward position. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, "I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it." Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report.
Oh, you love seeing James soar like an eagle. He's exceptional at rising up quickly for the alley-oop.
You know, winning that championship as you did, great for UNLV. Many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season. Championship night, I was 168 pounds.
No.
And, yeah. I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall, whipped my face.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, ouch. Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Noah Vonleh comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's Green in for Durant.
Good luck in stopping Harden tonight. Another classic performance from the ultimate scoring machine.
Doubled by Vonleh. Owens passes to Cook. Here's Owen. Stolen by Harden. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. And it's Harden slamming it down.
I mean, come on, man. Harden is ridiculously clever, including how he decides to posterize you. A superb athlete.
Here's Owen. Guarded by Harris. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving. For Los Angeles, they had put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7. And he makes the first. Greg, you know, we're seeing players take control of their free agent destiny. Do players get a bad rap for that and switching teams?
Listen, I don't know if you get a bad rap, but you're going to catch the wrath of the fan base. You think of Paul George in Indy or KD in OKC, and fans, they're going to feel jilted. There's no doubt about it. They're going to feel scorned.
Yeah. Los Angeles leading by 12. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving. For Los Angeles, they have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season
from the free throw line.
And he knocks down the first one. The Lakers making a switch here. Schroeder's checked in, and a switch here for Brooklyn. Brown's checked in. Both free throws good from Owens. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Irving against Schroeder. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. It's the Nets now. 6 to shoot. Brown outside. The Lakers with the rebound. Owens has got 7 rebounds in the game. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Gives up a lot of size to most other power forwards, but not too many of them can fly like this.
1:46 left in the third quarter. Now Irving. Checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game. Green kicks to Harris. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Kuzma. And the Nets miss again.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Rejected by Harris. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
Marc Gasol's checked in for the Lakers.
And LeBron James still the face of the league as he goes into his mid-30s. The impact he's had on this sport is really immeasurable.
Come on, Jerry. I mean, he's one of the most recognizable athletes in the world. I mean, it's scary to think that LeBron can still turn it on and take over when he needs to. And you know what? Playoff LeBron is a very real thing.
Davis is out there with lights out. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward position. That's the Laker 5.
But they've got this lead because he's at the top of this game. He has been the story tonight.
Nets trailed by 13. KD on the wing. And the 3 off target.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
They get the rebound. Chalk up 2 there. Davis has got 4 this quarter.
Well, if you're the D, you got to box out Davis. So that's just common sense, because when you don't, he hurts you for this type of mistake.
Irving surveying the floor. Over James. Shot clock at 6. And it's Irving missing. Lakers leading by 15. Here's Owens trying to get open as Kuzma.
And that dunk reverberated throughout this entire building.
It sure did. Up high and down hard on the windmill flight. Caldwell-Pope against Irving. Passes it to Durant. There's the triple. Owens with the rebound. Owens has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Misses off the left iron. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Another shot. And it's Lopez laying it in.
Look, I love to see more of this from Lopez. He has the size to be a force on the glass.
The Lakers have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Here's Owens, defended by Durant. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable, and there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
Man, I love that list. You're right on it. Harden with it. Picked up by Davis. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one on Davis.
And this is Harden's specialty. He's a wizard at getting contact, finding a way to finish.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back three, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a two-move torture chamber.
Free throw good, James Harden. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention four-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency. So when you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
The shot by KD. No good.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. We see a lot of this now.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Lakers.
Two great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And I think coming into this game, these guys felt they had the confidence to win. And looking at the season they've had, already 58 wins in the books. Tonight will be win number 59.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief two-gamer.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Lights Out.
He was really important under the basket, making the plays down low and getting position to pull in rebounds.
Johnson, the pass to Vonleh. It's blocked. Here's Owen. Guarded by Green. And the basket by Owen.
It's just been one of those nights from him. He got into the floor of the game and has not lost his touch.
Nets trailed by 20. Here's Luwawu. The pass to Johnson. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. Jared Dudley's checked in for the Lakers. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Luwawu. Owens with the rebound. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, I love how they play for one another out there. No signs of selfishness. They're just a total team effort.
Now here's Shumpert. Johnson outside to end the run. Good on the triple.
Nice. Look how alert Shumpert is. He knows whenever one of his teammates is open to get him to rock.
Here's Owen. Guarded by Green. And the basket by Owen. Owens has got 44.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
You know they are, sure. I mean, come on, the finish line is in sight. All they have to do is play it smart.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. There was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and together just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Olden, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. And we'll see you next time.